Chief Ade was a very rich man. He had big houses. He had land. He had cars that people only see in movies. He had money that could feed a whole town. But inside his big house, there was no peace. He had 2 wives. The first wife was Mama Tola. She was gentle. She did not talk too much. She had 2 sons. Tola was the first son. Kunal was the second son. The second wife was Mama Zainab. She liked expensive things. She liked to show off. She also had 2 sons. Zain was her first son. Musa was her second son. People respected Mama Tola because she came first. She suffered with Chief Ade when he had nothing. But Mama Zainab did not like that. She felt angry inside. She wanted everything. One day, she sat in her room with her 2 sons. "If your father dies," she said slowly, "all this will go to Tola." Her sons looked at each other. "And I will not let that happen," she whispered. That day, greed entered their hearts. And greed does not leave quietly. The house looked normal outside. But inside, something dark was growing. Mama Zainab started to poison Chief Ade's mind. "Tola is planning to take everything," she would say. "She wants to push us out." Chief Ade did not believe her at first. But she kept talking. Every day. Every night. Small lies. Slowly, he began to doubt. One evening, Mama Zainab called her first son, Zain. Her voice was low. "If your father goes before changing his will, we will lose everything." Zain's face became serious. "So, what do we do?" he asked. She looked at him for a long time. Then she said softly, "We make sure nobody stands in our way." Zain understood. A few days later, something terrible happened. Mama Tola and her first son, Tola, were found in their car, dead. People said it was an accident. But the brake wire had been cut. Mama Zainab cried loudly. She held her chest. She fainted. But when no one was looking, she smiled. The house became quiet after the burial. Chief Ade was broken. He stopped eating well. He stopped smiling. Kunal, the second son of Mama Tola, was heartbroken. He had lost his mother. He had lost his brother. He did not know it was murder. Only 3 people knew. Mama Zainab, Zain, Musa. But something strange began to happen. Zain could not sleep. Every night, he saw Mama Tola's face in his dreams. She would look at him with tears in her eyes. "Why?" she would ask. He would wake up sweating. One night, he heard something in his mother's room. He was passing by when he heard her voice. "If anybody finds out about the hospital matter, we are finished." Zain froze. Hospital matter? His heart began to beat fast. What hospital matter? Why did she sound afraid? That night, for the first time, Zain began to fear his own mother. And he did not know. The truth was about to destroy everything. Zain could not rest. The words he heard that night kept ringing in his head. If anybody finds out about the hospital matter, what hospital matter? The next day, his mother went out. The house was quiet. Zain stood in front of her room. His hand was shaking. He pushed the door open. Inside, everything looked normal. Big bed, big mirror, gold jewelry box. He walked to her drawer. Locked. He searched around and found the small key under her pillow. His heart was beating fast. He opened the drawer. Inside, he saw old papers. Hospital papers. He picked one. He read slowly. His name was there. But something was wrong. The mother's name written beside his birth record was not Mama Zainab. It was Mama Tola. His body became cold. He checked again. Same thing. His hands began to shake badly. No, this is not true, he whispered. Just then, he heard footsteps behind him. He turned slowly. Mama Zainab was standing at the door. Her eyes were no longer soft. They were hard. Very hard. Mama Zainab closed the door gently. She did not shout. She did not cry. She just looked at him. So, she said quietly, you found it. Zain could not speak. His throat was dry. Mama, what is this? He asked. She walked closer. When you were born, she said slowly, the nurse made a mistake. A mistake, his voice broke. You were weak, she continued. Very weak. The doctor said you might die. At that same time, Mama Tola gave birth to a strong baby. Zayn's eyes filled with tears. So you changed us, he whispered. Mama Zainab looked away. I did what I had to do, she said coldly. I wanted a strong son. Zayn felt like the ground opened under him. You mean, Mama Tola was my real mother? Silence filled the room. Then she nodded once. Zayn fell to his knees. He remembered Mama Tola's gentle smile. The way she always looked at him with strange love. The dreams. Her face asking, why? His chest hurt badly. She was my mother, he cried. And we killed her. Zayn could not breathe well. His mind was running. He remembered that night. The brake wire. The silence. The scream when the car crashed. He helped Musa. He followed his mother's plan. He thought they were fighting enemies. He did not know he was killing his own mother. He looked at Mama Zainab. You made me kill my mother, he said slowly. Mama Zainab's face became angry. Stop talking nonsense, she shouted. She was not your mother. I raised you. Zayn stood up. No, he said. You raised me with lies. At that moment, Chief Ade walked into the room. He had heard shouting. What is going on? He asked weakly. Zayn turned to him. Tears were falling freely. Father, he said, we need to talk. Mama Zainab's face turned pale. Very pale. Because secrets do not stay hidden forever. And this one was about to destroy the whole house. Chief Ade looked tired. He sat down slowly. What is this shouting about? He asked. Zayn's legs were shaking. He looked at his father. Then he looked at Mama Zainab. She shook her head slowly, warning him. But Zayn was already broken inside. Father, he said, Mama Tola was my real mother. The room became silent. Chief Ade frowned. What are you saying? Zayn brought out the hospital paper. He placed it in his father's hand. Chief Ade read it once, then twice. His hands began to shake. This is not possible, he whispered. He turned to Mama Zainab. She could not look at him. Tell me this is a lie, he said. She kept quiet. That silence said everything. Chief Ade stood up suddenly. You changed my children, he shouted. Tears fell from his eyes. After all these years? Zayn fell to his knees. There is more, he said weakly. Chief Ade looked at him. His heart was not ready. But the worst was still coming. Zayn was crying hard now. His voice was shaking. Father, Mama Tola and Tola did not die by accident. Chief Ade felt his heart stop. What do you mean? He whispered. Zayn covered his face. We cut the brake wire, he said. Musa and I did it. Chief Ade staggered back. The room was spinning. You killed them, he shouted. I did not know she was my mother. Zayn screamed. Mama Zainab rushed forward. Stop talking, she shouted. But it was too late. The truth was already alive. Chief Ade grabbed his chest. His breathing became heavy. My wife, he cried softly. My son. He looked at Mama Zainab with eyes full of pain. You destroyed my family, he said. Then he collapsed. The house became filled with shouting again. Servants ran in. An ambulance was called. But this time, it was not only death that was coming. It was justice. Chief Ade survived. But his heart was weak. Very weak. From his hospital bed, he called the police. He did not cry anymore. He did not shout. His voice was calm. I want justice, he said. The police came to the house. They questioned everyone. Zayn did not run. He did not hide. He told them everything. Musa denied it at first. Mama Zainab screamed. She blamed Zayn. She said he was lying. But the police checked the car report again. They found proof. Fingerprints. Messages. Plans. The handcuffs clicked loudly. Mama Zainab cried now. Real tears this time. As they were taken away, she looked at Zayn. You have destroyed us, she said. Zayn looked at her with empty eyes. No, he replied softly. Greed destroyed us. And somewhere in that silent house, the picture of Mama Tola fell from the wall. The glass broke. But maybe her spirit was finally free. Chief Ade came back from the hospital, but he was not the same man. His hair looked whiter. His face looked older. He sat alone in his office one evening. In front of him were all his property papers, lands, houses, companies, money in different banks. He picked up a pen. His hands were slow. I was blind, he whispered. I did not protect my family. His lawyer sat across from him. Sir, what do you want to do? The lawyer asked gently. Chief Ade took a deep breath. Everything, he said slowly, will go to Kunal. Kunal, the second son of Mama Tola, the only one left from her. And what about Zain and Musa? The lawyer asked. Chief Ade closed his eyes. They have chosen their path. Tears fell down his face. I lost my wife. I lost my son. Because of greed. He signed the papers. That night, he stood in front of Mama Tola's picture. Forgive me, he whispered. But forgiveness does not bring back the dead. The courtroom was full. People came from everywhere. They wanted to see the rich family that destroyed itself. Mama Zainab stood in the dock. Her head was low. Musa looked angry. But Zain looked empty. Very empty. When the judge asked Zain to speak, he stood up slowly. His voice was soft. I did something I can never change, he said. I killed my own mother without knowing. The whole room became quiet. Tears rolled down his face. I was greedy. I listened to wrong advice. I wanted money. I wanted power. He looked at Mama Zainab. But money cannot hug you at night. Some people in the court began to cry. The judge cleared his throat. For murder and conspiracy, he said firmly, you are sentenced to life imprisonment. Mama Zainab screamed. Musa shouted. But Zain did not move. Maybe prison was already inside his heart. Months later, Chief Ade fell sick again. This time, he did not recover. Grief is heavier than sickness. Kunal sat beside his father's bed. He held his hand. My son, Chief Ade whispered, do not let money control your heart. Kunal nodded, crying. I won't, Papa. Chief Ade looked toward the window. I see her, he whispered. Your mother, she is smiling. And then, he stopped breathing. Kunal cried like a small child. He had lost everything. But he did not lose his soul. Years later, Kunal became a kind and humble man. He used the money to build schools. He helped poor families. He fed children. He did not chase power. He did not chase pride. In prison, Zain heard about it. He sat on a small bed and cried quietly. If only I had known, he whispered. But regret is a late visitor. And greed. Greed always takes more than it gives. Should Zain be forgiven because he confessed or punished like the others? Write your answers in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more stories like this.